Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review, and today we're going to change the back on the LG G7 ThinQ. So the tools that you will need will be a razor blade, a playing card, a plastic pick, some adhesive or glue like shown, and some heat. So the first thing we want to do is heat up the phone. We want to stay around the edges, and then a little bit towards the middle on the top, but mainly on the edges. Since we're replacing the back, it doesn't really matter too much, but you don't want the glass to crack and get in your eyes. So what we're going to do is use a razor blade to make a gap, and then we're going to put a plastic pick in there to start cutting through the adhesive. It's up to you if you want to stay with the pick or switch to the card, but I switched to a playing card. Either way, what you want to do with all of those is just cut through the edges. There are some areas on the bottom and on the top that have a little bit more adhesive, but you don't really have to worry too much about that right now. So we're going to heat up the top because we have the bottom portion loosened up already. So we're going to use a card again to cut through the adhesive. The fingerprint scanner cable is right under the camera flash, so make sure not to cut through that, though it is sticking onto the back of the phone. So you shouldn't have to worry too much. There is also a cable on the bottom, but you shouldn't really have to worry too much about that either. So I'm going to add some heat to the right side again, and it should just pop up like this. Now that the back is removed, we got to move the stuff from the back onto the new back. So we're going to heat up near the camera lens, and then we're going to use a playing card to kind of pry the camera lens out of the back. This is metal, so make sure not to bend it. Also make sure not to cut the fingerprint scanner either. The fingerprint scanner sits on the metal piece, so you can either remove it all in one piece or remove it separately like I did. Now you want to do the fingerprint scanner. All you got to do is just heat up a little bit and get under this little black film, and it should come out fairly easily. Now you want to prep the back. For this one, I don't like the adhesive that they give me, so I'm just going to use my own adhesive. The next thing you want to do is clean up the camera lens, make sure that everything will be flat when you do put it on the back of the phone. You should do the same thing with the fingerprint scanner, but everything's flat on this one, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Now we can remove the adhesive from the back of the phone. Make sure to be very careful when cleaning up the adhesive, because cutting any cables or the battery with this will be very bad. So there's a lot of dust on my phone, so what I'm doing is cleaning up the dust and dirt and making sure that everything will be flat and everything will be perfect when we put the adhesive on. So with the camera lens, all I'm going to do is just add some glue and set it in place. And just in case, I'm going to do the same thing with the fingerprint scanner. Now what I'm going to do is use a mixture of adhesive and glue for the back. So we're going to put adhesive on the edges of the phone, as well as areas where the adhesive was on there before we worked on the phone. Once all the adhesive is in set, grab the glue and start applying it to the corners of the phone. Feel free to add some near the cameras, just make sure it doesn't get too close or else it could glue the cameras. And then all you have to do is just set the back on. Once everything is placed, you should be fine, but just in case, we're going to add some clamps on this and let this dry. And that's it. Hopefully this video helped you out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or on Twitter at MattofRWR, and feel free to follow me on the social media listed above. Also subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this, as well as review videos. And hit that bell button so then YouTube actually reminds you when those videos do come out. Thanks for watching.